Associate Professor Kerrie Foxwell-Norton, Griffith University, and our project title is Women of the Great Barrier Reef, the Untold Stories of Environmental Conservation in Queensland. I'm joined by my co-fellow, Dr. Deb Anderson, who is at Monash University in Victoria. Our project aims to tell the stories of women who have been involved in the protection and conservation of the Great Barrier Reef in Queensland, of course. Much of the story of the reef has been told through male voices, and stories of women and their contribution remain relatively marginalised from how we understand and how we remember the Great Barrier Reef. So our project is geared towards amplifying the voices of women and making a significant contribution to the State Library of Queensland collections so that these voices are recorded for now and in the future for others to benefit. The project aims to gather the quieter and the louder voices of women who have been involved in the protection and conservation of the Great Barrier Reef. So we're looking at women basically in the modern era from sort of the 1960s till now, and gathering stories of those people who have established longer careers involving the Great Barrier Reef, but also those newer voices who are recent additions to the Great Barrier Reef and its care and protection. Our project is focusing on scientists. Women scientists are definitely a part of the story of the reef, of course they have to be. But what we're looking at is a diversity of women's contribution through the humanities, the creative arts, social sciences, so the poets, the authors, the bureaucrats, the politicians, the activists, the conservationists. Those people, that broad spectrum of women who have made a contribution, who may not have had all the power or the education that necessarily is implied through having expertise in science, but also to remember and to understand the reef as more than just a scientific object. The reef is a part of Queensland's, Australia's and the world's imagination of this pinnacle environmental superstar, ecological superstar, and allowing those different stories to become a part of the reef and to be brought to the fore of how we understand the reef is definitely what our John Oxley Library Fellowship is all about.